Hello and welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we are going to learn something about removing hard-coded URLs. So even before understanding how to remove hard-coded URLs, you need to understand what an hard-coded URL actually is. So to the ahref of this, we have passed in a URL which looks something like this. So what we are doing here is that we have typed in the books, which is nothing but the URL / the book ID which we are going to get, or which we are going to pass in as a request. So this URL automatically becomes book / the ID whatever you type in. So if you type in the book ID as 1, that is going to be books / 1. So this thing right here is called as an hard-coded URL, and it's not actually a dynamic one. So these types of URLs are absolutely what you could say problematic in some cases, and hence we need to replace these hard-coded URLs with something else. So here, instead of having this kind of URL, what you could do is that you could simply delete this, and in curly brackets within % signs, what you need to do is that you need to type in URL, then you need to refer to the URL of the detail, as we are referring to the detail.html file. So in single quotes you need to type in detail, and after this you need to mention the next part of our URL, and that is nothing but the book ID. So as we are referring to the book ID previously, now you simply need to type in book.id, and this thing is actually a good replacement for the previous URL, which was an hard-coded one. So this thing is similar to the previous URL, but it is much more better way of writing a URL or while passing a URL to something. So right now, if we make these changes and if we go back here, refresh this thing, everything is going to work perfectly and there is going to be no change at all. But the reason why we did this thing is because the hard-coded URL sometimes causes an issue, and henceforth you don't want to use hard-coded URLs like one which we have used previously. So make sure that you always use URLs of this kind. So you basically refer URL, and then you have a reference to the page which you are referring to, and then after it you refer the book ID. So this is going to work exactly the same, but the only thing is that it is much more better to reference URL in this way. So this was actually a very short tutorial just to show you guys how to remove the hard-coded URLs into your code. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.